Yo, what's up guys? It's Nicholas Hilton and today we are going to be reviewing my Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants Scared Silly book. And it's a SpongeBob book of spooky jokes by David Lumen. This is a classic book. So, let's start reviewing. Here's the front, the spine, and the back. Boo ha ha! Ghosts, monsters, and creepy creatures join SpongeBob and his friends in scaring up huge laughs in his collection of rib-tickling jokes. What do monsters shout out at midnight in December 31st? Happy New Year! What do you use to wash a ghost's hair? Shampoo! That's also funny. Why is Mr. Krabs afraid of ghosts? He's afraid they'll go through his wallet. And here's the website right here, nick.com. Look for more books about SpongeBob SquarePants at your favorite store. Okay, let's start reading. Scared Silly by David Lumen. Who's yellow, porous, and spooky? SpongeBob SquarePants. What happened to SpongeBob after Sandy told him a spooky story about cows? He kept having nightmares. What's the difference between SpongeBob's pet and a ghostly claw? One's a snail named Gary, and the other's a nail that's scary. What does Sandy call a scary dream about acorns? A nutmare. That one's drawn right there. It was drawn before I got it, and I didn't do anything to it. It was somebody else before I checked it out the day before. What's the difference between a ghost's handshake and Mr. Krabs? One's a creepy grab, and the other's a greedy crab. What do monsters shout out at midnight in December 31st? Happy New Year. We already read that one. SpongeBob. Are sea fossils ever scared? Squidward says, they're more than scared, they're petrified. Sandy. What do ghosts use to wash their hair? Shampoo. Why is Mr. Krabs afraid of ghosts? He's afraid they'll go through his wallet. Why did Plankton hire a ghost chef? It could always scare up something to eat. Patrick. What do ghosts love to play at parties? Pearl says, musical scares. SpongeBob. Why did the fish act brave around the fishermen? Plankton says, he didn't want to look like a scaredy catch. Does the Flying Dutchman ever leave Bikini Bottom without scaring anyone? No, he won't give up without a fright. What did SpongeBob say when the ghoul wanted to haunt his house? Be my ghost. SpongeBob. When's the best time to look through a phantom? Mermaid Man says, when the ghost is clear. Patrick says, why did the spirit haunt a TV station? Sandy says, he wanted to be a talk show ghost. Mr. Krabs says, what colors are on the ghost flag? Squidward says, red, white, and blue. What do you get when you cross a fish and a giant dinosaur? Codzilla. What do ghosts sing to their babies? Lullaboos. What did the ghost say to the wall? Just passing through. What's the difference between a ghost and plankton? One's a floating gull, and the other's a gloating fool. What do spiders eat at picnics? Corn on the cobweb. Which snake gives the prettiest presents? The boa constrictor. Which sea is the most haunted? The Dead Sea. Why did Mr. Krabs give the snake a raise? So he wouldn't strike. Did SpongeBob do a good job entertaining the ghosts? Yes, sirree. He knocked them dead. What do you call two ghosts who just got married? Newlydeads. What do ghosts say to each other at breakfast? Good morning. Why did Patrick aim a big fan at the ghosts? He wanted to keep his spirits up. What do you get when you cross a ghost with a girl's shirt? A haunted blouse. What do hairdressers get when they're scared? Moose bumps. Where did the ghosts learn about camping? From the Girl Scouts. What kind of TVs do ghosts have? Widescreen. What's the difference between a ghost and plankton? One loves to make you scream, and the other loves to make new schemes. Why did the spider put her web on the road? She wanted to go for a spin. What do monsters eat for breakfast? Peaches and cream. What did the dentist say to the vampire? You look fantastic. Do clocks get scared? No, they get alarmed. What has long fangs, a big cape, and a round shell? A clampire. Why did SpongeBob think Mrs. Puff was going to catch a she-vampire? She said she was going to take a head count. When's the best time to catch vampire fish? When they're not biting. How did Dracula do in the vampire race? He won by a neck. What did the vampire say as he fell in the ocean? I want to suck your blub, blub, blub. What does SpongeBob turn into whenever the moon is full? A square wolf. What's white and tight and turns hairy when the moon is full? An underwear wolf. When do sheep turn into were-sheep? Whenever there's a wool moon. Why was the werewolf thrown out of the basketball game? For a technical howl. Who haunts the seven seas and is great at jumping rope? The Flying Double Dutchman. Which monster is big and green and complains a lot? Frankenwein. What's the difference between a fisherman and a witch? One casts hooks and the other casts a hex. What do you get when you cross a witch and a dinosaur? Tyrannosaurus Hex. What's the difference between a purse and a witch who plays an instrument? One's a handbag and the other's a bandhag. Who always comes right after the aliens? The Balians. Why are aliens so weird? Maybe because they come from outer space. How do alien potatoes travel? In a spaceship. Where do alien fish come from? Outer space. Did the zombie enjoy the graveyard party? Yes, he had the tomb of his life. Why do zombies make good reporters? They always meet their deadlines. What's the difference between a funeral director and a pirate? One's an undertaker and the other's a plundertaker. Why did the vampire fly into the bell? He wanted to be a dingbat. Are vampires loyal? Yes, they'll always go to bat for you. Why did the vampire fly to the baseball field? It was his turn to bat. Why did Patrick try to rescue the Egyptian queen from her tomb? He'd heard Mr. Krabs say you should always save your mummy. Why are mummies wrapped in bandages? Oh, just because Patrick. What happened to the young mummy who misbehaved? He got sent to his tomb. What kind of music do mummies like? Rap! Which spooky story is about a mad scientist who turns himself into a Krabby Patty? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Fried. Why did Patrick bring a mechanical man along in his boat? He thought it was a rowboat. Why was the skeleton late to school? Her dog kept burying her. What does Squidward have under his skin? A skeleton. What's a skeleton's favorite dessert? Chocolate bonbons. Why couldn't the skeleton fall in love? He had a heart of bone. How do you know if you're a skeleton? You feel it in your bones. Why did the skeleton take so many towels to Goo Lagoon? He wanted to stay bone dry. What's covered in wool and full of aliens? A UFO. Who wears a black robe and smells terrible? The Grim Reaper. SpongeBob. Who wears a black robe and makes up great rhymes? The Grim Rapper. Why was the skeleton constantly arguing? He always had a bone to pick with someone. Which vampire feels at home in the water? Count Quackula. What scary creature lives under Patrick's bed? The Loch Ness Monster. How did SpongeBob feel when a face appeared in this bowl of kelpo? A chill ran up his spoon. Why does Patrick think darkness is heavy? Because it isn't light. Why did Patrick think Squidward's nose was scared? It was running. When is a fisherman spooky? When he casts a shadow. Scare you later. The end. What do you think of this book? It's so funny and hilarious. This book is way better to read in October. That's Halloween month for Halloween. So, if you feel like watching it in Halloween month, make sure to subscribe. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications on, follow me on Instagram, and enjoy this video. And this is available at the Tiverton branch where I first got it. So I hope you enjoy. See ya. Bye.